Chapter 5. A Chat with Old Wrinkly. The next morning, Hiccup checked the dragon under his bed. It was still asleep. When his mother, Valhallarama, asked him at breakfast, "How did initiation go yesterday, dear?" Hiccup said, "Oh, it was fine. I caught my dragon." "That's nice, dear," Valhallarama replied vaguely. Stoic the Vast looked up briefly from his bowl and boomed, "Excellent! Excellent!" before getting back to the important task of shoveling food into his mouth. After breakfast, Hiccup went to sit on the front step beside his grandfather, who was smoking a pipe. It was a beautiful, cold, clear winter's morning, with not a breath of wind, and the sea all around as flat as glass. Old Wrinkly blew out smoke rings contentedly as he watched the sun coming up. Hiccup shivered and chucked stones into the bracken. Neither of them spoke for a time. At last Hiccup said, "I got that dragon." "I said you would, didn't I?" replied Old Wrinkly, very pleased with him. Old Wrinkly had taken up soothsaying in his old age, mostly unsuccessfully. Looking into the future is a complicated business, so he was particularly pleased that he got this right. "Something extraordinary, you said," complained Hiccup. "A truly unusual dragon, you said. An animal that would make me stand out in the crowd." "Absolutely," agreed Old Wrinkly. "Absolutely," agreed Old Wrinkly. The entrails were undeniable. "The only extraordinary thing about this dragon," replied Hiccup, "is how extraordinarily small it is. The only extraordinary thing about this dragon," continued Hiccup, "is how extraordinary small it is, in that it is super unusual. I'm even more of a laughing stock than ever." "Oh dear," said Old Wrinkly, chucking in a wheezy way over his pipe. Hiccup looked at him reproachfully. Old Wrinkly hurriedly turned the laugh into a cough. "Size is all relative, Hiccup," said Old Wrinkly. "All of these dragons are super small compared with a real sea dragon. A real sea dragon is 50 times as big as that little creature. A real sea dragon from the bottom of the ocean can swallow 10 large Viking ships in one gulp, and not even